Do you struggle with taking on the emotions of others? Ugh, I feel you on that. Can I tell you a story really quick? So, I worked in factories for a really long time. And I worked with this girl, let's call her Olivia. And honestly, Olivia probably could have been a really good friend. We had a lot in common, like a lot. But for some reason, we just weren't aligned. We did not get along. We triggered the fuck out of each other. And we both liked and disliked each other mutually. And we we knew it. We both knew it. And so for a long time, I worked directly next to her, and I would get really angry and anxious being next to her. I would feel all of this energy and all of these angry emotions, and I had no idea why. So then when I wasn't feeling them, I was constantly in my head trying to figure out what was wrong with me, because I was always feeling all of this energy that wasn't mine. And this went on for like months. And I got super defensive, and I was constantly putting up protections and trying to like force energy out of myself. And I was always analyzing myself, like at work all night, and then the next day I would wake up with it, and I was constantly in this cycle. And I was taking it home, and I would go home and I would cry, and I was so overloaded, and I was miserable. It was honestly the worst. And one day I decided to initiate change for myself. So I walked into work one day and I just picked a different table. And it caused chaos. And it wasn't chaos with her. It was actually chaos with everyone else. You see, I disrupted the pattern, and that was exactly what I was afraid of doing. But I knew I needed a change, and I decided to prioritize that. So then, here comes all these other people with their patterns and stories that they need me to take on. So more upset people, more emotional intensity. But now I've made a choice. I've decided to prioritize myself. I've decided that it is important for me to prioritize how I feel. So life, as life does, decided to put me into the literal ringer on this. And I got forced into months of pain of learning boundaries. And I learned them the hard way. So life just amplifies and gives me even more, right? Even more opportunities to set boundaries, even more opportunities to learn. And one day I've had it, and I just go off on this girl, but this girl's my friend. This girl I really like, and I snap at her, and I say, I need this, and I freak out because I didn't know how to set a boundary. I was winging it. I needed a boundary, and I didn't know how to set one. So instead I lashed out at a friend, and that sucked. I had guilt and shame. I lashed out at someone I cared about. Oh, I'm a bad person. I stood up for myself, and I hated myself for it. So here I am, finally standing up for myself, but also feeling like I've betrayed my identity because I was nice, and nice was my personality. It was more than the need to create change. I needed an entire identity shift. So I learned painfully, tripping over myself constantly and going through annoying situation after annoying situation and constantly being forged into a new person. And I brute forced my way through it. And that's why I created my boundaries program. I needed help with boundaries. I looked everywhere for resources, and I couldn't find any, and life drip fed them to me. And it took so long, it was so slow, it took years, and it was painful, and I was lonely. I was so isolated while I was trying to figure it out. And all I wanted was for someone to hand me the damn tools, but no one ever did. So that's why I made this program, to help others, and it's entirely free. These tools need to be accessible to the people who need them. If you do not feel safe setting boundaries, we cover how to create safety. If you need change and have not felt safe doing it, this is going to set you up with the tools that you need. If you need these tools, they are free. Do you want change? Because this is the easiest it's ever been. The door is open, and you can find it in the comments or right here. If you are interested in more content like this, go ahead and hit the this button or the this button, depending on the platform you're on, and share this with a friend if you think that they could use some boundaries. I really can't wait to see who this helps, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you so much. Bye!